Johnny Manziel, aka Johnny Football, was one of the most explosive and polarizing players in college football history, even winning a Heisman Trophy in 2012. But he was never able to win a national championship. Today, we replay his career to try and achieve that goal. Now, Texas A&M, we are running Jimbo Fisher's system, so we'll see how long that lasts in terms of success. But so far against Rice to start the season, Manziel is off to a great start, making a number of explosive plays and some thrilling throws like that one right there. Moose Muhammad having a solid game against the Owls to get the season started for Texas A&M. And the dual threat abilities of Johnny Manziel was able to shine through on that first drive. Again, the running ability of Johnny Manziel is huge. Rice has no answer for that. And big play after big play means that he is going to find the end zone quite a bit in this game, scrambling to the right, being able to run if he's not able to throw the ball downfield, and also making some questionable decisions. The iconic throw it up there and hope that things work out for the best is kind of what Johnny Manziel did at Texas A&M in his thrilling moments. So we're going to try to embody that in this trip down memory lane for Manziel. Manziel is obviously shredding Rice to start the season, be able to get in the end zone and put up a bunch of points against Rice. A 24-7 lead, we add to that there. Manziel has a big game with 462 yards and 5 touchdowns to get the season started. Games against Alabama will probably be tough because we know that this offense is fairly limited. It's a pro style offense, so we'll see if we can get in the shotgun more. We do at early on, but Alabama is right in his face, not able to get many yards there. Pressure is a constant theme so far, but Manziel's ability to escape the pocket gets him a first down there. Alabama is trying to do everything to keep him off the scoreboard. 10-3, we tied up at 10-10. Going into halftime, tied with the number 3 team in the country. Going under center is really a challenge for Johnny Manziel. It's kind of what he struggled with in the NFL, and Alabama is creating a ton of pressure, hitting him quite frequently, and that defensive performance gets them up 24-10 late in the fourth quarter. Manziel is trying to do everything that he can to keep this game close, but it's too little too late, and Alabama wins this game 24-17. Looking for a bounce back game against Arkansas, and it does not get off to a good start. Chavis picks off Manziel to get the game started, down 7-0. Manziel is looking to bounce back, throws another interception to Chavis again. Not a good start for Texas A&M or Johnny Manziel. The pressure continues. Manziel is trying to make some plays, throws absolute dime, rolling to his left, rolling out to the right again. Pressure again. This team cannot keep him upright, but a touchdown pass there. Down 21-10. Arkansas continues to put points on the scoreboard. Manziel is going to get it done with his legs, and he's going to try to get all the way down into Arkansas territory. Passing the ball is a struggle once again as Manziel throws his third interception of the game. Not an ideal game, a poor showing from Johnny Manziel. And his offense is just giving him opportunities to showcase his talent. It's just that we're throwing too many interceptions. He does get in the end zone to make this closer game, but Arkansas is continuing to score points, and the turnovers are just killing Manziel and Texas A&M. A fumble recovery for a touchdown essentially put this game away 38-25 late in the fourth quarter, and he's trying to make as many plays as possible. Moose Muhammad with a big game, but Arkansas does come away with the win. Looking for a better start against Ole Miss, Manziel starts off with a nice throw to Evan Stewart on the right side, running the ball, not going to be able to pick up the first down, so they turn it over on downs. Running out to the left side here, picking up a good chunk of yards. They're down 7-zip. Manziel is looking to get the job done through the air, and gash plays continue to help out Texas A&M in this one here. Still down 7-zip, and the running attack is not doing anything under center. The under center is getting really frustrating for Manziel, so going in shotgun will be probably the best option. He continues to run for his life because of that, and the fact that he's throwing passes like this show you that he is just doing everything he can, and you can't really throw this in a better spot. One constant theme in this offense is that pressure continues to be a problem, but you have to throw screen passes to negate some of that pressure. And Devin Achane is actually going to take this one all the way to the house to tie it up at 14, getting the ball back at 14-14. And Manziel throws a nice touchdown pass to Moose Muhammad, having a good connection with Muhammad there. Achane adds another touchdown in the fourth quarter to put them up 28-14. And at 28-21, we had some insurance at 35-21 for the win. The beauty about playing in the SEC is you have ranked matchups constantly, and that gives Johnny Manziel opportunities to showcase his talent. Going under center again is a problem, but Manziel continues to find ways to make it work. Once he is allowed to be back in shotgun, he is much more effective running the ball in there for a touchdown. Down 17-14, Manziel is going to try to do it all on his own. He will try to make a big gain, try to get in Auburn territory, doesn't quite get that there. Back to pass once again. Manziel throws over the middle to Stewart to get into Auburn territory. And down 17-14, he's looking for a slant up over the middle, gets that to put them up 21-17. Defense gets a stop, and Manziel is able to find Moose Muhammad down the field. Again, he is having a great connection with Muhammad there. Looking to add to the lead here, slant once again, puts them up 28-17, and then more insurance later in the fourth quarter for a comfortable win. Texas A&M found themselves in the SEC championship game. Didn't get off to a great start in terms of running the football, but Devin Achane did find his groove, picked up a big gash play, and Johnson as well is going to add to the rushing attack with another big gain there. Trying to tie this game up, Manziel does it with his legs. A good cutback, gets all the way into the end zone to tie this game up eventually by Devin Achane there. But that's about as good as the game would go for Texas A&M. Manziel down 28-17, trying to make a play happen. He does get in the end zone there, but it's not enough as Georgia wins the SEC championship. After an 11-3 season, Manziel actually looks at what happened this year, and the interceptions obviously were not ideal. The offense doesn't feel like it's a great fit for him. He does finish fifth in the Heisman Trophy, but I think it's going to be better to get him in a spread offense, and maybe transferring to a school that he at one point was committed to would be a better fit. Manziel heads to Eugene, Oregon to play for the Oregon Ducks, and right off the bat, it's already a great fit. Getting him back behind center is going to give him more opportunities to put points on the board. And we're seeing that in the first game with a 32-yard touchdown run. He's also looking more comfortable as a passer, hitting Troy Franklin for another score. And points keep coming in an offense that fits his skill set a lot better. No more under center, and Oregon puts up a ton of points in the first game. A tough ranked opponent in Tennessee in week 3 allows Johnny Manziel to showcase his talent. Running the football is already off to a good start. Read option will be a feature of this offense with Manziel running it. He also, once again, continues to look a lot more comfortable as a passer. Rolling out to the left here, doesn't have anybody downfield, just looking to run, gets hit and fumbles the football. Tennessee is going to pick it up, then doesn't look like anybody will be able to catch him. That is not a great start for Manziel. The turnovers, and we saw what happened in the Arkansas game. Could this be foreshadowing to what the Tennessee game could look like here? Manziel tries to bounce back, a 6-0 deficit, rolling out to the left, plays it smart and runs out of bounds instead of taking a hit. Running the football allows this offense to be able to open things up, pick up first downs when maybe they don't have anything. And from there, Manziel is trying to get his playmakers involved. Chase Cota picks up a nice yardage there and then gets into the end zone to put Oregon up 7-6. Tennessee responds with a score of their own, 9-7. And once again, we're getting the passing attack going. Manziel is trying to find some big plays if he can. He does have one over the left side, and it's picked up. This is currently looking like the Arkansas game, 16-10 for Tennessee, and they have the ball back due to an interception by Johnny Manziel. Manziel is looking to bounce back, 19-10 deficit. He has a guy wide open. A nice catch by Troy Franklin. That's all the way in the open field, and he's going to score 19-17. Tennessee scores again to put it 26-17, but Manziel goes right back to work, finds his favorite target in Troy Franklin, who's having a huge game to pull this deficit back to within 2. Oregon gets a stop, and Manziel is once again looking deep downfield, and who else but Troy Franklin, a big gash play late in the third quarter. He continues to look downfield, trying to make a play with his legs, and he wants to be smart with the football here, but he also wants to get in the end zone and barely misses there. Read option, Noah Whittington gets it in, puts Oregon up late in the second half. Manziel is looking for another big play. The deep ball continues to help them. Chase Cota has a big reception there of 64 yards. And then Manziel is going to take care of the rest here to increase their lead 37-26. Oregon gets a stop, and Manziel makes another bad decision, throws an interception. Could this be momentum for Tennessee? And it was not. So Oregon gets the ball back. They're going to run out clock, or if Tennessee can't tackle Johnny Manziel, he's going to go all the way into the end zone, add another touchdown to his game, to his performance, to kind of negate some of that. 616 total yards, 3 turnovers, though, is a concern. We jump into the second half of the season, and Manziel finds himself down 25-18 against UCLA, trying to make play with his arm. This is late in the second half, and Manziel is trying to do everything he can with his arm and with his legs. Read option here, almost gets tackled, looks a little confused, but does get in the end zone to tie this game up. 25-25, gets a stop, throws it deep. Once again, Troy Franklin continues to be a major deep threat, gets tackled by the shoelaces there, but a big game. Manziel then punches it in from a few yards out to give Oregon the lead here. Oregon gets another stop, and they're looking to potentially run out the clock. But just like the last game that we saw, Manziel is making a big play, takes a huge hit there, and he adds another touchdown, trying to get back on top in the Heisman Trophy, but also winning the game 39-25. The remaining stretch is a gauntlet for the Oregon Ducks. Utah is another team that will give them trouble. The 7th-ranked Utes are trying to get Manziel into trouble, create some more turnovers. They are creating a ton of pressure, but Manziel continues to escape the pocket, roll out to his right, looking for his playmakers downfield. If he can't, he does take off and run, and he's learned from his mistakes and gets out of bounds. Again, rolling out to the right, his legs continue to be a major factor, and he nearly gets free, but then read option will get him into the end zone to give Oregon the lead early 7-0. Utah does get in Manziel's face here, creates a number of hits that are going to create some difficulty for him, but he does negate that with a nice screen pass to put him up 14-0 in the first quarter. Manziel rolling out to his right. He's going to have to throw it away. The pressure from Utah continues to affect him. He gets hit big there from behind. And on 3rd down and 10, he's looking but cannot get anything off as he gets sacked. Utah continues to use that as momentum, and they do get an interception, down 14-10, and they do take the lead 17-14. Manziel does respond with a nice pass to McGee over the middle for 64 yards to get them in scoring position. Again, over the middle, Chris Hudson with a nice catch with 48 seconds remaining, and read option with 15 seconds gives Oregon the lead back. Utah is trying to limit explosive plays, but letting Manziel run in the open field is not a good option. The rushing attack continues to gash this Utah defense. Bucky Irving with a nice juke to pick up some big yards, up 1. Manziel once again rolling out to his right. He will just take off with nobody open and does get out of bounds given his turnover history. Read option continues to be a staple. Manziel wide open. Utah has nobody quick enough to get to him. 28-20 lead for the Oregon Ducks. And later it's 35-33. Manziel is just trying to run out the clock. Takes a big hit once again, still hasn't learned his lesson there, but he is just trying to make a play to get into the end zone or pick up a first down. And here he'll add more insurance to put them up 42-33 and give them the win. At this point, the numbers should be enough to get him a Heisman Trophy or be in the running, but Manziel is looking to win the Pac-12 championship against USC. And it's not off to a good start as he gets thumped on 2nd and 5. He does throw a nice wheel route to Troy Franklin, who is off to the races, gets tackled once again by a shoestring, but a big play to get things started. Manziel rolls out to the left. He has plenty of open field and will get out of bounds, gets tackled out of bounds with no flag there. Rolling out to his right, plenty of open turf to be able to utilize, trying to get in the end zone and continues to take big hit after big hit. But Bucky Irving does get the job done, puts Oregon up 7-0 early in this Pac-12 championship. rolling out to his right, takes a big hit, 7-2. USC then utilizes that to go up 9-7. Manziel continues to try and make big plays with his arm, trying to run. And once again, the special play of Johnny Manziel in Oregon's offense is what happens when you see a lot of pressure and he's able to roll out just like this play here. He's trying to make things happen with his legs, trying to make smart plays. He does slide there, tells us he's learning his lesson the hard way, but he does get in the end zone to put them up 14-9. Manziel once again rushing the football. A feature of this offense is Johnny Manziel and his legs, also trying to create things with his arm. He's giving Troy Franklin plenty of time to throw. Franklin continues to be his favorite target. Manziel punches it in. A 21-9 lead is a comfortable lead, and he's trying to put on more points towards the end of the first half, but he throws an interception to Kalen Bullock. He then, in this third quarter, throws another interception to Kalen Bullock. Just can't get out of his own way. It's 21-16. Oregon is still up. They do get a stop. Manziel is trying to make up for his previous two mistakes, and he will pick up a ton of yards here on the left side to be able to go into the fourth quarter up by 5. Manziel is dropped back to pass over the middle. Once again, Troy Franklin, who else? And then Manziel trying to get in the end zone gives them a little bit of an extra cushion, 28-16. Oregon gets another stop, trying to pick up some yards here, but Manziel nearly gets sacked, running out to the right and takes a slide. A big pickup there, and Manziel still dropping back to pass, throws over the middle, and who else but Kalen Bullock picks it off. Third interception of the day. That might be the dagger for Johnny Manziel's Heisman hopes, but Oregon does come out on top as Pac-12 champions to play in the national championship game. And like I said, Manziel finishes second. You have to wonder what that Pac-12 championship game might have done to his Heisman hopes. Oregon is going to play for a national championship. They are 13-0, a big year from Johnny Manziel. They will play the Oklahoma Sooners. Oklahoma does get things off to a good start. Running the ball was very effective. Oregon did not have an answer. They struggled to tackle the ball carrier. Dylan Gabriel and this offense continue to gash the Ducks, picking up first downs with relative ease on this first drive. Not a good sign if you're an Oregon Ducks fan, and not a good sign for Johnny Manziel. He will have some work to do. He has his work cut out for him. And with Oklahoma getting on the board early, there's some work for him to do. Oklahoma's defense is one of the best in the country. They get started by limiting Bucky Irving. Manziel gets sacked the next play. And then we're going to see Manziel drop back to pass once again, throws it deep, and he has who else but Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin nearly breaks it off for a touchdown, a big gain there. Manziel rolling out to his left, has plenty of open field. He will take it, and he is trying to get in the end zone, but cannot get stopped after a 19-yard rush, but then punches it in one play later. Manziel's been going to Troy Franklin a lot, but Chase Cota has been another good option for the Ducks as well. Trying to hit him on a hitch there. Going with the hitches is the theme early just to get the guys involved. And from there, maybe you're able to throw some deep shots as he does over the middle here to put Oregon up 14-6. Manziel again is looking for a deep shot. Chase Cota has his man beat, and it's going to be a big touchdown for the Oregon Ducks, 21-6 here in the second quarter. Late in the first half, Manziel is looking to make another big play. He has a guy deep, and it is Chase Cota once again. Another big play as time expires. That is a huge momentum boost for the Oregon Ducks, 28-6. And from there, the onslaught continues. Chase Cota with another touchdown. Manziel also runs one in the third quarter here for a 42-6 lead. Oklahoma just simply has nothing to respond with, and Chase Cota is having a game of a lifetime and puts up another touchdown, a 69-yard touchdown to put them up with 49 points. Manziel scores later to give him a 56-16 lead. He scores once again in the fourth quarter. At this point, Oregon is just putting it on them. Manziel and Chase Cota continue to hook up for yet another touchdown, which will give Oregon a 70-16 win. And it does give Johnny Manziel a national championship. So we do not win the Heisman, but Johnny Manziel is able to win a national championship, something he could not do at Texas A&M. And clearly going to Oregon was the right choice for him.